Hey everybody, I hope that you are having a great week. I hope that you're having a chance to get out and enjoy some of the sunshine and beautiful weather we've been having. It has really been a gift. So if you haven't, make sure you get out there. It feels good. I wanted to touch base with you this week on a couple of different things. First of all, you know it's no secret that we continue to be in this time of transition, this time of experimentation. The church has never gone through a time where they're dealing with a pandemic like we are right now. And so we're all continuing to make adjustments and to figure out what are the best ways we can connect with each other and move forward. And I wanted to share with you today, I really think that one of the things that will happen moving forward is we will need to operate with a spirit of experimentation. And one of the ways that I think that's going to happen is this way. I think in the days ahead, as we move forward and figure things out, we at First Church will continue to worship, but that our worship will also look different and occur in some different ways than what we've had in the past. For example, we will continue to worship on Sunday mornings as we can. We've started to advertise with you that our first Sunday back together in any form will be on Sunday, June the 28th. So not this upcoming weekend, but the following weekend at 10 a.m. We'll have just one service. Please check our website for more information. We do need you to RSVP for that service. It will again be at 10 a.m. And we will be having to encourage you to honor social guidelines and distancing and those types of things. So I share that to say we'll have the gift of gathering together that day. That will be the gift. But it will also be different than what it normally is. We won't be able to sing. It will feel different. There's a lot of things we can't do that we normally would because of the safety guidelines that we need to adhere to. Having said that, please view this as an opportunity to be together, but also as a phasing in or a transitioning towards. There will come a day when we can have, again, our normal gathering on Sunday morning, but we're not there yet. So if you can help us out with that and be aware of that, next week I'll give you even more information about what to expect, but it'll feel different on that Sunday, June the 28th. So I want to invite you to come as you are able, as you feel comfortable, but if you do come, be aware and come with a spirit of experimentation and flexibility because it's going to be different. We're going to always seek to continue to worship in some format on Sunday mornings. Even though we can't do it the way we normally do right now, we will get there eventually. So that's one way that we'll be worshiping. A second way is that we'll continue to worship online. And I'm really grateful that in this time, one of the gifts that we believe we've experienced is a better experience of worship online. And that's thanks in large part to Katie Conrad and her work. And many of you have commented how much you appreciate the online experience right now. That will continue both on June the 28th and then after, that even when we have normal gatherings eventually on Sunday mornings in our worship space, our sanctuary space, etc., we'll still offer that online experience because it is an opportunity now that we've received as a gift in this time of a better online experience. So you can be looking for that. And then there's a third way that we expect to be able to worship, and that is in our homes. And so right now, one of the things we can do, literally right now with the guidelines that we have, is those of you that might feel led and you want to gather with some others, you can start to do that right now at your homes, again, in socially safe ways, but especially if you use your backyard or a patio or a deck, we invite you to do that. We've had some folks starting to do that, and they've described it as a wonderful, wonderful experience. If that might be a stirring on your heart, can I invite you to contact the church office, and we'd love to follow up with you to resource you. If there's a longing in your heart to be inviting others, either those that you know or maybe some neighbors, we've got some resources to be able to work with you on that. We really think that's one of the ways that God is going to be moving the church forward in the days ahead. In the spirit of Acts chapter 2, you might remember Pastor Daniel shared that with us last week. It's almost a way to reclaim and enter back to the original church and to be worshiping out of our homes. So I just want to invite you, if there might be a stirring in your heart or your spirit in those regards, please take advantage of the opportunity that we have, that God is giving us right now. We want to walk with you, support you, equip you on what that can look like. So keep those three things in mind. Worshiping in our facilities on Sunday morning, we're phasing into that. We'll get back to normal eventually. We're not there right now. We will continue to worship online. That's a second opportunity. And thirdly, worshiping from our homes. I lift all of that up to you today to say what will hold us together in all of that is Acts chapter 4, verse 32 uses the phrase, the people were together of one heart and one mind. And that's really the spirit and the mindset I want to ask us to move forward in First Church, to be a people of one heart and one mind. That what will unite us is not where we worship or even the specific format in which we worship, but the one heart and one mind as a people devoted to the teaching of the apostles, with one heart and one mind around our vision of transformation in Christ, a people of one heart and one mind to see multiplying disciples grown up in and through First Church as a gathered and sent church. So that's what I want to put before you today, church, just to be as clear as I can about where we are, where we see ourselves going, and doing that with a spirit of being of one heart and one mind. I really think God's giving us a new opportunity, and we want to be a church that takes advantage of the opportunities that God is giving to us. We don't envision that we'll go back to the way things were, a long time ago. And we also know that God used those in powerful and tremendous ways. We also know God's giving us a new opportunity today. So be thinking and praying about what does it mean for you as a multiplying disciple of Jesus Christ to be worshiping, how you're worshiping, and how God might be moving in the midst of all of that. So I hope that is helpful to you today. Again, I'll get you more information about some of the specifics about starting to phase into a gathered worship on Sunday morning here on June the 28th. But for this week, be thinking, be praying about what does it mean for us to be of one heart and one mind. And again, if God's stirring your heart to lead some worship at your home area, let us know. Thank you so much, church, for being folks so in love with Jesus, that you're willing to step out and be stretched and go where God is leading, even when we're not entirely sure. You've been incredibly gracious through this whole process, and I want to thank you for that. It has meant a lot to myself and to all of our staff. Blessings to you, and we look forward to worshiping with you very, very soon.